If you don't know Chris, I have had the pleasure of being with Chris in his presence before, but really just talked to you for the first time today, which is exciting. And so learned a little bit about him, but just really quick, and then I'm going to pass it over. Chris he started with Isagenix in 2012, left for a little bit to go to Wayfair, which I really love to, and then came back. And he is the regional sales director for the Northeast, which is actually the size of that area is 2 times larger than Canada, he told me. So he's got a lot of people he's mentoring and being there for, but also other stuff is coming up. We're going to see his face a lot. He's doing more sales training, the sales enablement, and more calls. So if you guys were on the Leader to Action, the Global Achievers call last night, he was on there, which is exciting. So wife and two kiddos, 15 and 19, even though I said he doesn't look old enough to have a 19-year-old. He started young, he said, so he could enjoy life when they're gone.
That sounds so mean, but yes. My wife and I were like, hey, when we get older, we want to be able to run around and do stuff. Let's get going. So
hang out with them as they live life. So anyway, I'm going to hand it over to you, Chris. I'm really excited to hear from you, but we kind of talked about, just building a little belief as far as, why you're here. I'd love for you to explain why you chose Isagenix, and then, just the nature of network marketing and the ups and downs and what it takes, to be here since 2012 and all those things. So thank you.
Yeah, Crystal, thank you so much. I am happy to be here with you guys tonight. And I just love hanging out with you as our distributors in the field. I came to Isagenix in 2012. And first off, let me tell you why I want to be here with you guys tonight is because participation in team calls, leadership from the field, you are the ones that are out there doing the work, that are going through so much and experiencing so much, and being able to spend time with you builds my belief. And Crystal, when we spoke earlier, we talked about building belief and talking about those, being on calls like this with you as our partners. That builds my belief. So I just want to say thank you for all of that are you, wherever you're coming from. I know it's later on the East Coast. It's just thank you for taking some time and continually investing in yourselves and being a part of the culture of Isagenix. People often ask why Isagenix. There's a whole bunch of stuff at Costco. There's collagen at Costco or Walmart, whatever it is. And there's no doubt about it that our products have the highest quality ingredients, the components. That's what Isagenix was founded. That's why Isagenix exists, is because John Anderson, our master formulator, said, hey, I'm not going to compromise the quality or the integrity of the components I put in our products. I want the finest stuff to produce the finest results. Those are my words. He probably didn't say stuff, but that's what I'm saying. The finest ingredients. And that's why Isagenix is having a huge impact around the globe. And that's why, as a culture and community, Isagenix is so huge, because you can't come together like this as a team and develop partnerships and be that vehicle that can really provide well-being around the world without having the culture and community. So that's what we're all about. That's why I'm here tonight, is contribute to that and just to be a part of your team and just kind of hang out with you for a little bit. Now, I want you to know, I've been with Isagenix since 2012. I've been in the direct sales industry for 20 years. And yeah, my wife and I, we got married young, and we started having kids young. I wanted to have more, like 17 kids. And we had one boy, one girl. And my wife said, nope, we're out. We're done. That's it. So we've got one of each, and they're fantastic. And I love being able to hang out with them. But my entire professional career has been in the realm of the direct sales industry. And that's why I love to come on and just kind of talk about what I see in the industry, what I've experienced, what I see Isagenix taking those extra steps with innovation and providing opportunities. It's such a phenomenal place to be. And we've seen a shift in society, especially right now. If you look at what's been happening, the culture and climate of the world, with people working virtually, not getting to spend as much time belly to belly or in person, and the opportunity to be a part of an industry that continues to grow and evolve with the times and the needs of our society are huge. And so that's what we're all about. And I just want you guys to know, I mean, if at any point on this conversation while we're hanging out talking, I'll try to keep an eye on the chats. But if you have questions or you want to ask anything, let me know, because I'm genuine. I just want to talk to you guys. And so, Crystal, if I miss something along that path, let me know too. Just pop in, interrupt me. I love that. Totally down for everything. Okay. So I want to talk tonight with you about why, about your why, about why Isogenics. And as we came out of New Year kickoff, like I said, we're continually evolving. Isogenics 2.0 is huge. Eric Hoover, Chief Visionary Officer, is really leading the drive to take Isogenics to a whole new level. And we've had tremendous success already. And it's just, it baffles the mind to think about what we're going to do next. And our purpose at Isogenics, our why, is to help people, to enable individuals, families, communities to live better with whatever means, whether it be physically, whether it be financially. It's about finding that vision that people are looking for. So wherever you are, wherever you're going, wherever you are in your path of life with health or wealth or whatever it is, we're on that path together. And we're here as a company at Isogenics to celebrate each and every victory that we all have together. Okay, those small steps of success, celebrating that is huge. And we do that because everyone deserves to experience a healthy, to experience a joyful, to experience an abundant life. And it's all through well-being. That's why Isogenics. And Jim Coover, Kathy Coover, John Anderson, Eric Coover, our entire corporate squad and our executive leadership team, that's the belief that we have. We're focused on that. Established in 2002, Isogenics has continued to be an industry leader and ambassador in the field of health and wellness and providing those quality products. But also, when you look at the number of lives that have been transformed and enhanced through the financial opportunities. And that's what you are on here as our business builders, our product sharers. And that's why I'm excited just to kind of spend a few minutes with you about what your whys are. Now, Crystal, I saw you unmute yourself. Did you have a thing?
No, I just wanted to make sure I could. Keep going.
Beautiful. I'm trying to watch out. I'm trying to watch out. So here's what I want to ask this group, and I really want to know what's your why? And if you want to pop it in the chat, I want this to be an interactive situation. I've got a couple of different screens here so I can see as much as I can, but I would love to know what your why is. What are you looking to accomplish? Why are you here with Isogenics? I want to reference, as you're typing and think about that, Simon Sinek. And I don't know if you're familiar with Simon Sinek, but he's an author, a speaker, was a professor. I mean, he's absolutely amazing. And I'm a huge, huge fan. I've read a couple of his books, and one of those is Start With Why. And he comments on there, it's like, hey, every organization, company, no matter what you are, we talk about what we do, how we do it, and then why we do it. And so often that why, we forget to really put the effort. We're so busy doing the what we do and how we do it and diving all in, but it's the why. And most people can tell you what they do or how they do, but not really and truly a deep theme behind why they're doing it, what it's all about. And as I think about why and developing your why, it's exactly that. It's developing your why. People can say, I'm doing this because I want to have some extra income, or I want to be able to have a greater life. But you got to develop that story of your why. I want extra income because the last time I blew a tire on the interstate, I had to go find a credit card that I could put the dollars on to make that happen. My why in sharing these products is so that I don't have to worry about that $500 hitting my card. I've got enough extra, just a little bit extra, to pay for my products and to pay for that tire. That's why. It's diving deep into it. So as I say that, I'm going to hop over in here and take a look at some of these pieces that people have typed in. And thank you for participating and being a part of this. Retire my husband. Jojo, Vinny, when you retire, I got some bunk beds right here, my friend. Let's have a sleepover. Let's onesie it up. It's going to be the best thing ever.
Anna.
That's actually,
oh,
I'm
that's
sorry,
Anna.
I didn't change
That's
my
right,
name.
Anna.
So
Jojo did retire.
Jojo did retire her husband.
I was going to say, Vinny, what are you doing? Like last time we talked, we were hanging out. What's going on? So, well, Anna, best of luck to your husband. I don't know him, but we'll get a 3-people bunk bed and he can hang out too. No worries. We're all on the same page, right? Jennifer says to have freedom and choices for my family. So here's what I'm going to say, Jennifer. Wherever you are, I would love for you to unmute yourself and tell us, what does that mean? Freedom and choices. What does that mean? Why is that important to you? Jennifer, I can see you there. Oh, does she have the
There we go. I
ability
can
to unmute
unmute you,
herself?
Jen.
There we go.
Hey,
Perfect. Thank you.
Chris. Good to see
Hi.
you. So I have baby number 2 on the way, about to pop out any moment, literally. And, you know, honestly, I took a little bit of a sabbatical, I'll say, over the last 10 months, and I've been with Isagenix for 6.5 years. And I was so grateful for the residual part of my business that kept going, even when I wasn't on full force. And then for me, it was the urgency of like, shoot, like my baby's coming in 7 weeks. And one of the reasons why I said yes to Isagenix and was so interested in network marketing 6 years ago was to have that flexibility and that freedom for my family. And really with like the chaos happening in the world, I love this culture and really being able to help people with like supporting their health. And also I've just realized now more than ever, with all the, you know, things happening, that this is a perfect vehicle for people really to have more choices, right? And it's like, you can know all this information of what to do to support, you know, your immune system or your health and this kind of, but if you don't have the money to do that, then what does all of that health information and knowledge mean? To me, it means nothing. So one of my biggest passions really is to help more families, right, have those choices for their health, for their family, right? And this is like the perfect vehicle for that. And then on top of that, when just like, if I don't agree with everything that's happening, like when you have the financial freedom, you can make those choices for your family, you know? And so I want to just support more families to have those choices, whether it's, you know, health or travel or, yeah.
That's great. And I mean, it's the choices, it's the ability, and you commented the legacy for your kids, and you're growing your family right now. And just like you referenced, those 10 months where you had to rely on that residual income after your 6.5 years with Isagenix. And I imagine it hasn't been an easy road for you. Is that right? I mean, you've had to do work. It's a real deal. It's a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and that's the other beauty of this, is that you can put a lot of hard work in, and then when life happens and you know, if there's something else you're passionate about or a family member you know you want to support, you like have this to lean on. And then when I just, you know, just dove back in, and I was even more excited now than ever to just dive back into all this, because everything with Isagenix has always gotten better and better, from, you know, the compensation plans to the marketing. I'm loving all the marketing and the tools and the penny apps, and like all of it is just incredible. So literally everything you guys do at corporate makes it easier and easier to share this opportunity.
That's great. Jennifer, thank you so much. I put her on the spot and threw it in there. Thank you for sharing that. It was outstanding. And like you said, that's what it's all about. It's you and the journey that you're on, and it's the corporate side of us helping to develop, and it's that partnership. That's what makes all the difference in the world. So thank you for that. Now, I also want to, and I've been reading through these, you guys, whether it be a physical, whether it's financial, it's helping others, it's helping lose weight, it's helping to feel better, so many different reasons. And I really want you guys to take a minute to focus and develop your why. You may have one, you may not. You may have one that's just kind of scratching the surface. You may have one that you throw out there. You know, my invitation is to really take a minute and treat it like it matters. And I'm not saying that anybody, if you have, then great. If you haven't, then do it. Take a minute, treat it like it matters. And we're always evolving. We're always going through new things. So take that second, and even if you have, look at it. Look at where you are with your life now. Reevaluate the why. So it's not just a static thing that we say, but it's truly a driver. It's that driver. We start with why that helps us to continue to do what we do and how we do it. And Jennifer said another thing along that is, she was like, hey, you know, sometimes it does get hard. Life happens, you know, life happens all over the place. And that's one thing that I always try to remember is, you know what? Life's going to smack you in the face. It's guaranteed in one way or another. It is just not going to be smooth sailing. Could be a big thing. It could be a little thing. Could be your appreciation of the situation. And a big thing to me might be a little thing to you. And that's all good. But I promise you, there's going to be something somewhere along the way that's going to make you take a step and go, dadgum, well, that irritates me. If you know what's going to happen, that smack in the face, you've got that why ready, then it's not going to throw you off your game. It's not going to have you take a stutter step or a bob and weave. You're going to go, you know what? I knew that was going to happen. I don't have to take 7 days off to regroup and think about it. Great. It just happened right now. Check it off the list. Next one's coming, but the one for today is done. So let's get back to work, right? So that's what I want you to think about is as you're developing your why, remember that that why has got to be so powerful that when that thing smacks you, when life hits you in the face, you take a look, you check it off, let's say, great, I knew it was coming, let's keep going, okay? So that's the invitation, and I would love for you to share with me what your why is. Once you develop that, once you really dive in, I just want to hear what they are. I love, like I said, I love hearing those experiences from you and what you're working towards and driving towards, and I'm gonna put my email address in here right now. Give me just a second so that I can hear what you guys are doing. Christopher.nish@isogenicscorp.com. All right, so I would love for you to do that. And here's what I'm going to do just for fun. Everyone that sends me their why, and Crystal, I'm going to ask you to help me out with this, okay?
Yep.
Everyone who's on this call, you got to be on this call. There's a thank you for showing up, for being a part of it. For those that are on this call, and if you send me your why by the end of this week, then I'm going to do some sort of a drawing. I've got this great name randomizer out on the line that I use. We're going to pick some stuff out. Let's just, and people are loving the collagen. Let's give away some collagen. You guys okay with that? So that's what we're going to do. I don't know. It depends on how spunky I'm feeling when I pull out the name randomizer. Maybe we'll do 5 people. Maybe we'll do 10. Maybe we'll do 1.5. I don't know. But we're going to give away some stuff. So Crystal, help me remember everybody that's on here. And we'll go through and we'll reconnect and get that going. Is that, are you guys okay with that? Does that sound fun? Let's make that happen. Let's do that. Okay. So thank you, everybody. Now, I know I've only got just a few minutes. This is why it irritates me. It irritates me, life smacking me in the face. I got to stop booking so many things in a row because I just want to hang out with you guys. But let's talk about collagen just a little bit. Because as we get back into that concept of why isogenics, it's about the product innovation. And as I said, as we were coming on to start this call, a lot of people, you guys were talking about collagen. I want you to know, isogenics is continually evaluating the landscape of what the needs are globally in society. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this or not, but in 2019, collagen was the #5 ingredient that was sold. So ingredient for all sorts of different developments. Different things that people are making, formulating, everything else. In 2019, #5, collagen was. It's huge. It had a market share in 2019 of $59 million. Okay, that's a lot of dollars, but let me tell you what is really cool and why we're ahead of the game on this. According to the studies by some different organizations, by the year 2027, collagen is expected to be in US dollars a $7.5 billion industry. Okay, $7.5 billion people are going to be spending on collagen. And I want you to know that it's not just about looking good. We see a lot of before and after pictures. The reason why it's such a big deal and it's transcending into so many realms is because, yes, we want to look better. And that's what it's all about. We want to look better. We want to feel better. We want to have that financial stability so that we can go out and do a lot of awesome things with the money that we feel so good. And we're living the best life we can. But it's not just about looking good. That's a huge component. But there are so many different aspects of collagen that make it important across the gamut of everything. I want you guys to know the reason I'm taking the collagen right now is because I look fantastic. It doesn't, I mean, my humility doesn't let me tell you how good I look, but I look so good. But the reason I'm taking the collagen every day is because I have achy joints. That's the reality. I played football in high school. I got some injuries. My ankle hurts, my knee hurts. And one of the things is it not only it improves the health of your skin, it improves and relieves joint pain. So that's why I'm doing it consistently. I want to get rid of that joint pain, see if I can relieve some of those pains. Also, studies have shown that it helps to relieve, it could possibly, once again, it's being studied right now, so many different facets, but it says that it could help prevent bone loss. Now this is, you know what, I don't know if any of this is factual. The FDA's got to study stuff. We've got to have studies, third-party validations. But as I was doing additional research on collagen in the market, it could possibly help with your bones. It could produce muscle mass. I can tell you that it promotes heart health. And so we know that this isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good and providing that well-being experience to help people live their best life. All right. And that's why being in front of the market right now, you see what we've done. We've talked about it. We sold over 2 billion bottles of collagen. One of the biggest launches that we've had in the history of Isogenics. And it's all about, being on the forefront, evaluating the needs of what our country, our culture, society needs around the globe, and finding the best possible product and solution to help people live that life. Now, you as independent distributors with Isogenics, associates, customers, whatever it is that you're choosing to do with this, it's all about sharing the word, sharing your experiences, and really planting the seeds. I know when I was talking to Crystal earlier, she said that she was one of those people that watched a friend on social media for a long time, seeing the difference that the Isogenics products were making in her life, and that's what it's all about. She was watching this person. Now that person was planting the seeds. And I want to share a little story with you about planting the seeds. And if we look at a tree, it's, if you look at a tree, you got to wonder, how many trees are in one seed? Okay, we know that trees come from seeds, but if you grab the seed of a tree and crack it open, how many trees are you going to see in there? If you've got an idea, pop it in real fast. I'll keep talking, but just pop it in there. If you crack open a seed, pull it straight off the tree, how many trees do you see in that seed? Okay, now here's the thing, that tiny seed, it becomes a tree. And there's somebody said, one maybe? Yeah, you crack that thing open, and here's the reality. I appreciate you answering it. There's a whole lot. There's no way to know, because if you open the seed up, you don't see a tree. A seed becomes a tree, and a tree produces many, or tree produces many, many seeds. But the seed itself contains only the idea of a tree. Now it has the plans, it has the structure. The seed itself, the miracle that it is, it knows what it needs to do to make a tree, but it's not a tree, right? It's the seed. Now, what you have to have is you have to nourish that seed. You've got to give it the right soil, the right water, the right light. You've got to give it all those things in order to see it come through out of the ground and produce that tree. Now, here's the thing, and this is why I referenced Crystal before. She had a friend that was planting seeds by sharing her experiences, her successes, showing what she was going through in her life. That is what we invite you to do. That's what we're asking you to do. Use the products. Take advantage of the opportunity that you have to get these in your life. It's going to make a huge impact. Now, the people you meet, the things that you do, the things that you learn, they're going to help you along with the path that you choose, the choices that you make. And you can put a lot of seeds out there. You can plant a lot of seeds that are out there. People have to choose to take them into their lives. They've got to choose to nourish them with the soil, with the water, with the sunlight, so that they can truly become those trees themselves, so that you can become those trees. My point is this: as you get out there and you're sharing your story, remember, no matter what it is you're doing on whatever vehicle or medium of social media or real life discussions, you are an ambassador of Isogenics, and you are telling the story that's going to carry through for years and years and years to come. And referencing again what Jennifer said below, creating that legacy, right? When you plant those seeds and then people start to see those, reach out to you, talk to you, and you build together that culture. That's why Isogenics, the best products, the best community, and people working together to create the trees that are going to transform the globe, right? Remember that. The seeds that you plant are going to come through and be the huge trees that carry you forward in your business. Okay. So with that, Crystal, I've got just a couple minutes left. Does anybody have any questions, or is there anything I missed in the chat?
I don't think so. I think everybody's in love with everything. No questions have come up. I can just, I guess raise your hand, or if we can unmute all, ask to all to unmute.
I'll go ahead and make it so that anybody can unmute themselves now.
Yeah. No, this has been great, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for the giveaways. That was, we talked about it, but not at this level. You're amazing. So.
I love it. That's it. We've got to have some fun. We've got to do some great stuff, and let's get the products out there. And if you're already taking the collagen, awesome. Share it with somebody else. That's what it's all about. Okay. So yeah, everybody do that. Don't forget, email me, send me your why, your developed why. If I get a why that says, because I want longer hair, that's why I do Isogenics,
You do
That's
get longer
great.
hair with Isogenics, I can tell you.
Maybe so. I've heard people are getting all sorts of things with Isogenics. I love it. Your body reacts differently. It's a miracle. My point is this, truly develop it. I want longer hair because if I happen to get trapped in a tower, I want to be able to throw that hair down and have some guy come and save me. That's exactly what I want. Develop it, break it down, make it matter. Okay. What else, guys? Yeah. Who has a thing?
Chris, I just wanted to say thank you. This was a while ago. You sent me a handwritten note for my birthday back in August, and I thought it was really awesome and special because I know you have hundreds of people or maybe thousands of people who you oversee, and it was just really nice to get that.
Well, thank you, Wendy. I'm glad that you said that. I actually remember your name and sending it to you because I'll be honest, that's the only month I've been able to do it. And there were 13 happy birthday cards that I did. And you're the only person that I've heard anything from on it. And I'm like, heck, if I knew it made a difference, I would do it again. Let's write them out. I love it. It's just trying to make a difference wherever we can. So Wendy, thank you. And thank you for being born and giving me the opportunity to send you that card.
Thank you. I'll thank my mom.
Chris, I appreciate so much how available you guys are. I think people really don't realize, when I reached out to you, not that I want everybody calling you tomorrow, but when I reached out to you, you communicated right away, and it means a lot to know that you're supporting, everybody that showed up today and everybody that's going to show up in the future. And we really feel blessed and like we're not out here on our own. So thank you so much.
Thank you for saying that. That's what it's all about. That's what we do.
I'll call there and say something. Say Vinny.
Thank you, my friend. Vinny and I are here.
Hey, Jojo. Let me see Vinny. I mean, I love seeing you. Where's Vinny? Let me see.
I know. He needs to stick his face in here. He's always hiding in the background.
Jojo, earlier, Anna was, oh, look at that. I'm sorry, everybody. Look at that handsome devil right there. Jojo, earlier, Anna was in your account so she could get this thing recorded for us. And she said she wanted to
Sorry,
she said she wanted to retire her husband. And I said,
yeah,
Vinny, if you're going to retire, let's get some bunk beds, man. Let's get some onesies. Let's do it. And Vinny's already retired. Come on.
Totally. Thank you so much for doing this. We appreciate you very much.
You guys, thank you so much. Enjoy your call. We're always here for you. Thank you again for what you're doing, your partnership, and we'll continue to respond and be there for each other. That's why we do it, and that's what makes us grow. So thank you for letting me be a part of your call tonight. I hope to see each of you soon. Have a wonderful evening, you guys.
Thanks, Chris. Have a great night. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Chris.
Yay. All right. Well, thank you guys. I know that we kind of just jumped right in because I knew we had a time clock with Chris, so I didn't want to waste any time, but we have a little bit of time left. So I would really love, first of all, I see Willie and Digna are here. Hey guys, how are you? I've been doing the, you share, they share for Dave's calls. So I want to do it for all of you who may not have seen it yet, because I think it's something that we all need to know how to do. So Chris has a challenge for you guys to really get your why firm and, put it everywhere. I've got my vision board. I write it down. I've done, my platinum vision, which I say in my computer, and I read it. And like Digna, I know you have shared this, but I've recorded it on my phone so that I can listen to it. So it's really important, you guys, because especially if you just kind of take a little break, whether that be a day or a week, a month or whatever, if you don't really understand, the benefit of coming back to plugging in, and that all, comes back to your why. So I'm so glad that Chris went that route, because I think it's something we don't talk about enough. But before I write out for you guys, once again, this awesome promotion, I'd love to do some shout outs. We kind of skipped over that this morning, or the beginning of the call. So I think you're all unmuted, or you're able to unmute. I'd love if anybody had a great week. I think there's a lot of great weeks. I know that there's some really awesome things happening on my team. I know Erin Turry is here and she's been rocking it. Julie Smith, I don't know if she's here or not, but she's been crazy, just jumping in and having some wonderful enrollments and being excited about it. I love when people text, "This is so much fun," because it really is. So I just want to open it up.
To give a shout out.
Yes, Anna.
I'd like to give a shout out to Becky.
I will shout you out first. You've had an amazing Right, Jen? Didn't you have 8 or 9 enrollments recently, Anna? That was amazing. Yeah,
Thank
congratulations.
you,
All right.
collagen.
Yeah.
Yes, no, and I'm super grateful for that. And I'm going to show you guys what I've done. So when Crystal talks about, and I think I shared this last week, but talking about from the end result, right? Seeing yourself as a platinum income earner. And when you do your visualization, realizing that that's the place that you're speaking from. And so I took the time.
There I said again, I said it.
We've got some singers here. There we go.
All of those stars are individuals who are currently in my business. And those yellow stars right there is me being a five-star income earner. So it's super important for you guys to do that, to see it every single day so that it can become a part viscerally at the cellular level of who you are. But one of the individuals up there is actually Becky Rankin, and she's on tonight. And so that makes me super excited that she is joining us, and she wants to share the Isogenics because she has been using really the vitamins consistently for the past 6 years and went through a huge transition with a new job that was super stressful every single day. And we realized what cortisol does to our bodies. She hasn't been sick in 6 years. So the power of our nutrition is phenomenal. And she just recently hit consultant too. So I'm super excited for it. So thank you for letting me share.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Becky, wherever you are.
Thank you. I'm here. Just, yeah, I'm here.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else want to jump in? And it can be a gratitude for your team. It can be something exciting that happened to you, a shift, or I know Sherry's here. Sherry Close, I have to shout you out. She's had a massive weight loss transformation and she's, on such a great journey. So I don't know if you want to say hi, Sherry, but I'd love to shout you out and all of your success so far.
I can talk. Let me go in the other room. Hold on.
While she's doing that, does anyone else have a shout out they want to share?
I do.
I'll wait after.
What is that?
I just want to say, first of all, thank you, Crystal and JoJo, for always allowing me to be on these calls and all the great information you bring to us, because it's very valuable. And I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate you guys and Anna and Wendy that also reach out and chat with me. But I did have a customer who is wanting to lose 75 pounds, and I checked in on him the other day, and he said he's lost 20, and he feels really great, and he just loves how simple this system is, and he's just going to keep going. So he just placed a third order.
Awesome. Yay.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Sherry, are you there?
I'm still here. Yep.
All right, go for it.
So basically, for those of you that don't know me, I started back in mid-June, and I've had success. I've tried basically every single product, including the new collagen, and I have lost over 55 pounds and 138.75 inches. I've dropped 6 pant sizes now. I basically have lost a lot of me. Have not gone shopping yet for myself. I plan on doing that when I lose probably another 20 pounds or so, because basically all my clothes just keep going down and down, and I have no more clothes after my next size down, so I need to go shopping.
It's a great problem to have. Congratulations. Even more of a reason to share so you can afford a shopping spree.
Right. Right. But I couldn't have done this without everybody's help. I've looked back on this for 3 years, following everybody's journey. And when I saw Sarah, and it was someone that I knew directly, like, I just knew that it was the real deal. And I have fought 16 years to lose weight, and Isogenics is a miracle for me. Everybody's journey is different, but mine's out there for the world to see. And you all can follow it. It's on Facebook.
Love it. Sherry's a great example, you guys. She had a friend add her to the Forever Pack page, almost 3.5, 4 years ago now, Sherry, right?
Yeah.
And she was just watching and waiting for her time. And when it was right, she had followed so many other people's journeys. So add people to your pages, whether it's Forever Pack or whatever pages, Rock Your Health, and don't be afraid. If somebody's not interested, I say, great. I have a wonderful page. There's awesome information. There's great recipes. There's a beautiful community. You're welcome to be part of it, with the hope that they get inspired from stories like Sherry's. So thank you, Sherry, so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Wendy, did you say you had one?
Yeah, I do. Too bad Body Challenge doesn't give free pants. Then you wouldn't really have to go shopping anymore, Sherry. But I just wanted I'm super grateful for the community and the team and how Collagen has really kind of ignited everyone's excitement. And a word about the idea of being on an inside leg that has come up before, and feeling sorry for oneself of where their placement is. Yeah. And like this past week on the Jojo and Vinny's leaderboard, I was like, oh my gosh, look at you guys, Crystal and Pam. And I'm like, this is incredible. This is what year for you? 3, Crystal?
January 1st is our
Yeah, and Pam has been in what, maybe like a year? Not even?
Just a year.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I know Crystal was on an inside leg, and it just doesn't matter. And you guys are flanking me right now, and it's just so cool. And I love that. I love that it doesn't matter where you are. Everyone starts with 2 people. Or starts with 0, and then you just got to build it. I think it really hits home to your ability to cast that vision for other people, and that's it. And it's just the personal development journey, and you ladies inspire me. So thank you.
Thank you, Wendy. You're such a support to all of us. I love it. That's kind of a great segue into you share, they share, but I don't want to cut anybody else off. Does anybody else want to talk for a second or shout anything out?
I just quickly want to share the fact that I just recently started taking, well, we all just recently started taking the collagen. I've been in the business now for 6 months, 7 months. And I love the products. I'm experiencing great things with the Forever Pack. But then I started taking the collagen, and I'm recovering from an injury. And it's, it was mentioned earlier that there's internal benefits. It's not just external. And I am living proof of that. My dexterity, my balance, my ability to utilize my right leg, which had been partially, I like to be very discerning with my words because I'm an eternal optimist, but let's just say it's functioning really well now. And anyone who's been through extreme chronic pain or recovering from an injury, you and I know that, boy, like wrinkles, getting rid of them, I understand that's cool. But boy, when you regain your quality of life, that's a whole nother level. So just the fact that we have something in our hands that can do that for others. I have a new team member, and we're both inner leggers, right? Celia Marie, who's on the call right now. And she has experienced in a very short period of time some profound effects with the products as well. And I just want to thank you, Celia Marie, for turning up. And, we all start somewhere, and showing up is where it starts. Finally, I want to thank Willie and Digna for being, amazing leaders and setting such a great example on how to do this. Jojo, Crystal, all of you. I just thank you all. Love the Forever Pack community.
Yay. Thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to jump on tonight.
Thank
I love
you.
hearing news stories, and that I'm excited for your results. That's really there's a lot of therapists on this call, a lot of OTs, PTs, chiropractors, and so of course we have an innate, love for people who just function better. So that's wonderful.
And we are not here to diagnose, treat, or cure anything. We are just supporting the body the way it was meant to be supported. So from an inside legger to a bunch of inside leggers. Okay, so just know that, we all start with two. We all start with two. So if anybody ever says anything about that, you have them call me, we'll have a conversation. Thank you guys. Thank you, Crystal and Anna, for hopping in and taking over and leading tonight. I really appreciate you. I was focusing on a doctor that I'm getting ready to re-enroll and kind of forgot that we started at 5. So, it's always,
all right.
It's why we have teams. So thank you guys for doing that. And thank you for recording what you did today, because that's really going to be helpful. And I would love you to show everybody your magnificence of how easy it is to do.
Yes, I think Digna had something real quick before I do that.
Okay.
Did I?
Thank you guys. This call's been amazing. I just want to give a shout out to Christine for her dedication. She's amazing. She's an executive with our company, building teams all over the country. She works around the clock because she believes in this vision for her and her family. And I'm just so proud of her. And some of the team members are here, but I wanted to shout out to Christine because I know what she's doing, and such an amazing lady. She loves her team. And thank you, Crystal. I think spot on your training with the money. Show me the money, Crystal.
Hey, Crystal, would you want to start a separate recording? If we
I recorded it so much. That's okay. We'll record it for the world. That's
okay.
The reason that I said that Wendy was a great segue was because, yes, I was enrolled on an inside leg, and I loved these products from, literally day 3. And I shared them with everyone, but I didn't tell people about the money for probably a good year. Because it was, I didn't feel comfortable with it. I didn't want people to think I was trying to sign them up for a business or sell them something even, I was just sharing this food because I loved it. And if they wanted to start, great. And because of that, I did enroll a lot of people, but I really didn't build a business that had a great foundation. And people were eating for free, which is so important, So of course, I've gone back to all those people that I didn't talk to, and I've offered to talk to them again and asked them to revisit Isogenics, because many of them are still not using the products. And with that, when you go back into your back office and there's a lot of zeros, it's okay. That's completely normal as well. And some of those people come back, which is exciting. But now, as we were talking about before we hit record, I share this with everyone because somebody, I think maybe Josh and Lisa in the beginning said, it is not my job to judge someone and to make a decision for someone else. That is not my job. It's not my job to say, oh, you're a lawyer, you don't need this. Or, you are, a stay-at-home mom of 6, you really need this. It's not my job. It's just my job to offer it, just like I feel that way for the products themselves. So I would encourage you guys so much, if you are at all hesitant to talk about how to get your food paid for, do whatever you need to do to get over it, right? Talk to somebody. You can listen to this 100 times. You can, the best way is just to practice it, because once you say it so many times, it doesn't even feel awkward at all. And so I'm going to draw out for you what's happening right now with this promotion. And I'm also going to encourage you, I'm going to throw a challenge out there too. I don't have 10 boxes of collagen, but I want you guys to practice this. So whether you have a piece of paper right now, or you watch this later and you do it, on your own 5 times, send it to somebody, send your picture or record yourself doing it. That's what I did in the beginning. I had a vase and a piece of paper with a vase, and I stuck my phone on the top of it and I recorded so my phone could see it. It doesn't have to be fancy. This is my son's whiteboard. And a really fun thing to do is to practice it with 10 people that you would love to have in your business. So call up your sister, your cousin, your best friend, your neighbor, and say, listen, this girl on this call challenged me to show 10 people this so I could get really good at it. Do you mind if I practice on you? And who knows, right? They might get excited. So I'm going to go through this not super fast in case you are here and you want to write it down as well. But you guys practice this. This is the foundation. This is what everybody should know when they sign up. If they say, yes, it would be beneficial for me to know how to get my food paid for, this is what you're going to show them. All right. So if you need to put me on a bigger view or whatever, do that. Of course, we will tape this and put it out there for the world. But
and I recommend everybody grab a pen and paper and do it along with her as she draws it out.
Should we do the Jeopardy? Do, 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 do. Get your paper. All right. So what I would say, my sister's here, Gina. Hey, Gina, I'm going to use you as an example. All right. So my sister, Gina. So I would say, all right, Jean, you just got started and we're going to use, you guys, let's use the collagen as an example. Okay. So the 6-pack of collagen, I'm barely even telling people about the 4-pack. It's silly. It's silly to tell them about the 4-pack. The 6-pack is such a better deal. And they either get, 2 months or they get 1 month to double dose like I'm doing. Right. So we're going to talk about the collagen. There's a $25 PIB, which is a product introductory bonus. That's the upfront money that you get when you share a pack. Now, some packs and some things, you can double that if you share in the same calendar week. So Monday through Sunday, not everything. The Forever Pack, unfortunately, you can't. If you make up a pack, it doesn't double, but this one does. So I would say, Gina, I'm so excited. You just got your box. I cannot wait for your results. I'm going to send you some homework. I always tell them about the IsaBody Challenge too, get people started right away. But listen, if you want to share with 2 people, we can help you get all the money that you just paid for back. Would that be beneficial for you? Of course, she's going to say yes. So I'm going to say, all right, who are 2 people that you would love to get started? So I know that she's going to say Dave. We'll say David. We'll make it official. And our other sister, Naya. All right. And it just so happens these are the legs that these 2 people are on. I love when it comes to fruition. So Gina, when you get David started, you're going to get that 6-pack. Isagenix is going to give you $25 in upfront thank you money. And the same thing with Naya, $25 in upfront thank you money. But because we're going to work and get David and Naya started on the same week between Monday and Sunday, Isagenix doubles that, which is crazy. You're going to get $50 back for sharing with 2 people in the same week. So there's $50 for David and $50 for Naya. So there's $100 back. And the first time you share with 2 people, you become what Isagenix calls a consultant. So normally Isagenix gives you $50 for becoming consultant. Now, when you do this in the first 30 days of clicking that associate button, Isagenix will make that $100. But right now, between now and February 21st, okay, so we still have like almost a month. When you share with 2 people, Isagenix is going to give you another $50. So that's $150 for sharing with your first 2. So you guys write it out for them, do the math, right? So they can see it. So there is $250, Gina, just for sharing with 2 people. And your pack costs you $204. So you've already made $46. Now, when David wants to make $250, which is really you, because, right, your boyfriend and girlfriend who eats your money. So anyway, when David shares with 2, he's going to make his $250, but Isagenix is going to give you $100 because you showed him how to do that. You spent a little time teaching this to Dave. Same thing with Naya. When she shares with 2 people to make her money, Isagenix will give you another $100 for her. So that's $250 plus $100 for David and $100 for Naya. So that's $450, Jean, just for sharing with 2 people who share with 2 people. Now, because we're going to do this in the first 60 days of you clicking that button, Isagenix is going to give you more money. They're going to give you another $250 for doing this with some urgency. When you have what we call 2 consultants, right? You shared with Dave and he shared with 2. You shared with Naya. So they're each a consultant. When you have 2 consultants underneath you, Isagenix calls you a manager. If you do it in 60 days, you're a crystal manager, and they give you $250 more. So right now that's $700, and this is in cash. There's also extras. So the first time you share with 2, you're going to get a $25 coupon. And if you share with 2 in the same calendar month, you're going to get a business builder coupon, which is worth about $60. So you've got about $85 also in products that we're going to get you. Now, right now until February 21st, if you share with a third person, Jean, so here's a third person, Isagenix, if we do that in the same calendar week, right, as David or Naya, it's another $50. So there we've got $700 and then another $50 for this person here that you're going to enroll. Right now, there's another bonus. If you enroll 3 people between now and the 21st of February, Isagenix is going to thank you with another $50. So there's $800 in cash. And of course, this person's going to want their $250, right? So you're going to just show them how to share with 2. And when you do that, Isagenix will give you another $100 for helping them become consultant. So there's $100, which is a grand total of $900. Who do you know that would love collagen right now? You guys all got it? Everybody
Love
still
it. Everybody show your, who wrote it down? Everybody show it. Woo! Yay.
Proud of y'all. So you guys grab your whiteboard, your napkin, a stick, right in the dirt. I don't care. Just keep practicing this and it becomes like second nature. So yay, good job, Willie.
So what would you do, Crystal, if you couldn't be on Zoom with somebody and you were on the phone? How would you explain that to them?
Yeah, I asked them to grab a piece of paper and I draw it along with telling them to draw it. So I'll say, all right, Gina, draw a circle and you're going to draw 2 little lines coming out of that circle and then draw 2 circles at the bottom of those lines. Now, who are 2 people you could see giving a call and seeing if they wanted to do this with you? Write their names in those circles. All right, now next to that circle, write $25 and, and I would write it out and I would have them write it out and then they will have it in front of them. Cross out the 25, write the 50. Yeah. All right, guys, it's not weird, right? That's fun. So if you were going to go to the gym and they said, Crystal, bring 2 people with you when you come this month, we'll give you your membership for free. Do you guys know anybody that wouldn't say yes to that? I don't. It's just the same thing, Hey, who are 2 people that you think would want to have collagen? You can get it for free. So, all right.
Love it.
It's to spare.
How about some quick takeaways tonight before we end? Thank you, Crystal, for doing that. Every time I see it, I'm like, who can I tell now? So I love the video. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
I love that that was 5 minutes. Done.
And I did that slow.
Yeah. That's my takeaway.
Love it.
My
Simple.
takeaway was, hi everyone, it's so nice to see everybody. I love how Chris, brings it right back to the absolute foundation is what is your why? And remember that burning passion inside of you and your purpose behind your why.
Yep. Yeah, there's days, right, that it's not easy, right? There's definitely days it's not easy. It's simple, but it's just not always easy. And so if you don't have that burning desire for something, other than, free hydrate, free hydrate's great, but it doesn't get you there all the time. So you definitely, you need to remember whether it's the fun, whether it's the passion, whether it's the vacation or the freedom or the health, whatever it is, you got to be focused on that. I love it. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you.
Those are called the character building days.
True.
Yeah, right.
Can I sign up with Crystal tonight?
Yes, please.
Listen,
Absolutely.
Really, you're going to have to wait 6 months though.
No, so, everybody was talking about these insider legs, right? So my sponsor and his sponsor came in, promised to drop people below me, You know, they didn't stick around too long, guys, and they're not doing well wherever they went. They've been to another company and another company and another company, and I'm just like, you know, and I get messages and I'm like, no, thank you. God bless you. I really, you know, I think you guys made a big mistake, you know. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Love you guys. Thank you. Amazing call tonight. Thank you.
Good call. All right, all. Well, like always, I value all of you so much, and I know that you could do so many things tonight, and it means a lot that you're spending your evening with me and all of these other wonderful people on this call. So thank you so much. Have an amazing week, and share collagen. Don't forget the telomere support. That's also important. All right, all. Have a great week.